My dear child, know that you are destined for success. This promise I have made, and it shall come to pass. Why should you fret when my almighty presence surrounds you, offering comfort and protection? Fear not, do not waver, and never lose hope. My love for you is vast and wondrous, a sight so joyous that beholding it would fill you with elation and move you to tears of pure joy. Hear my words. Let them guide you. Speak your heart to me after I have spoken, and know that I am always first to listen. And now, I bring you joyful tidings. Tomorrow, as you awaken, start with a heart full of gratitude. Let the first smile of the day be the one I place upon your lips. Begin your morning echoing my words, singing hymns, and embracing the Psalms in prayer. As night falls, rest in gratitude for all that the day brought, every blessing and every challenge. Rest your head upon the pillow that has absorbed your tears, but now let it witness the joy I instill in your heart, transforming sorrow into a song of praise. My love for you transcends all prior disappointments. I know many have failed you, leaving you to feel abandoned in your hour of need. You sought love, but found betrayal. Yet it was I who lifted you with gentle grace. You confessed your sins, and I forgave you, my forgiveness everlasting and unchanging. Should you stumble, I will not recall your past missteps. Through my sacrifice and resurrection, I have shattered the chains that bound you. No vice, no habit, no sorrow, no person can claim dominion over you. Their power is null against my victory. I have forgiven you, liberated you, healed your wounds, and enveloped you in my fidelity. You are reborn in my love, your heart restored to the innocence of youth. Even before creation I saw you, knew your name, and wrote your destiny in my book. I anticipated your arrival, ready to guide every step you take. I witnessed your pain, caused by others' neglect and failures, and I have always been with you. Understand this, my cherished one. I am intimately aware of your heart and thoughts even before they form. This is why I ask you to approach me with reverence and fervor. Come with faith as simple as a mustard seed, for the faith you bring will be sown into the realm of the miraculous, watered by your tears. Your dreams will be realized, your deepest longings met, and you will witness the miracles you once deemed unreachable. So I say to you, do not be overcome by fear or consumed by worry. Though your challenges appear daunting, I possess the ultimate power to resolve them. I do not ask you to abandon caution or shirk the duties I have placed before you. Rather, I urge you to release the grip of baseless fears that cloud your mind and spirit. No adversity can subdue you permanently. Expect that in each trial, I will unveil even greater wonders in your life. Though you may feel frail or undeserving at times, make a commitment now. Pledge to trust in me. Embrace my forgiveness and this profound love, and henceforth, rise each day secure in your identity as a child of the Most High, shielded beneath my wings. I am your protector, your God, your confidant. Promise me this today, and seek what you need with vibrant supernatural faith. I cherish you. Let my words alone guide you. Allow them to bring peace as tears of tranquility brim in your eyes, my powerful assurances echoing in your heart. Listen intently to me and disregard the dissonant noises that breed confusion and anxiety. I resonate with your emotions. I too have known loneliness and the ache of abandonment, the sting of being forsaken by loved ones, left to be forgotten. I comprehend the deep rejection you face, born from your selfless love. Like you, I have extended my love wholeheartedly, only to be perceived differently, often neglected in times of need. Together we lavish our love, investing ourselves fully in our deeds, sometimes at the expense of our own needs, all to care for those dear to us. You have demonstrated love to your family, yet they may not see or value your sacrifices, your pain. I witness your suffering, and in recognition of your devotion, I offer you a precious reward. Today you shall rise anew. Today you shall rediscover your zest for life. Today you shall be reborn. Today you shall realize the breadth of my eternal love and genuine affection. Know this: you are profoundly loved, and no adversary can pull you from my side. Release the past, for I desire your hands open to embrace the blessings on their way to you. These blessings will elevate you from anguish and usher you into realms where you will flourish and prosper. You are favored, for your soul has called out, and in response, I have readied a crown for you, a spiritual bounty for you to relish, share, and expand. Now is the moment to heed my words and cast aside bygone days. Focus on what lies ahead, on your ultimate aim. Pursue not happiness by holding on to the shackles of sour memories or depending on those who undermine the plans I have laid out for you. Trust wholly in me. Believe in the grand purpose I've envisioned for you. I am bestowing upon you powerful gifts, immense talents, innovative ideas and dreams, along with capabilities yet unknown to you. All these are true. You have been endowed with the strength to prevail wisely. Arise, approach new opportunities, and they will open for you. No one can shut the doors I open for you. I do not wish to see you idle, mired in thoughts of unrealized dreams. Such dreams do not conform to my designs. I desire for you to advance confidently toward assured success. Indeed, the path will be challenging. You must strive, but fear not, for celestial guardians will encircle you in your struggles. My teachings will serve as your sword, your faith as your shield, my spirit as your banner, and your zeal for life and action as the force propelling you forward. Do not falter or fear, for despite your flaws and mistakes, nothing can sever you from my love. If you believe, then rise. If you rise, then walk. And as you walk, do not hesitate or glance backward, for I await at your journey's end with blessings ready. My mighty arm is ever poised to assist you, even when you feel distant or disheartened, because I understand you, and my love, protection, and adoration for you never cease. Dismiss the skepticism of doubters. Heed my directive to stay resolute and not let your emotions govern your thoughts, actions, or deeds. Do not let life's disappointments diminish your faith, for I have been with you even in your most vulnerable and isolated moments. I urge you to maintain your faith, regardless of its seeming insignificance. My spirit and my word declare this day: never cease to believe. Fear not the judgments of others, for I am your steadfast support. You are not one to succumb to fear. You are endowed with courage. Even in the toughest moments, you will traverse fires unscathed and navigate through turbulent waters without being overwhelmed. Let not your heart be troubled, for I am with you wherever you may go. I will never abandon you or forsake you. I am ever prepared to listen, comprehend, forgive, and bless you beyond your wildest dreams. This is my unending vow. My love for you is perpetual. Today, place your trust in me. Lay your faith in my hands, and you will see doors open, storms clear, victory achieved, and blessings delivered. Do not falter now. Remain resolute. I empower you with the strength and wisdom necessary to surmount these trying times. I shield you beneath my wings, out of reach from any foe. I will elevate and soothe you with my love. When weariness overtakes you, I will infuse you with hope and zeal, revitalizing your spirit and body. I am set to transform your life, and that transformation I shall enact. Listen intently to my words, my child. Though you may not grasp the reasons for your circumstances, understand that you exist for a profound, impactful, and vital purpose. You are here to realize the dreams I've placed within you, to achieve remarkable feats. Your presence in this world is no coincidence. I meticulously crafted and positioned you here to enrich both your own life and the lives of others. Fortify your faith, lift your head and smile, for you have conquered past adversities and emerged stronger and wiser. I have chosen you, despite your imperfections. Never overlook my omnipresent assistance, for I view you as a beacon of success, respect, and fulfilled promises, and you, in turn, will bless others. I have endowed you with the gifts of love, forgiveness, and support, urging you to manifest my compassion through your deeds, affecting numerous hearts and lives. I am elevating your faith to greater heights now, and if necessary, I will remind you daily to keep your focus on me. Fear not, for I am your helper. Do not be dismayed, for I cherish you. Trust in me in advance, for I accompany you every step of the way. From this day forward, anticipate wonders and blessings. I am your shepherd, and you shall not want. My love for you is boundless. My assistance is merely a prayer away. Each morning seek me, and I will guide you to lush meadows and tranquil waters, where you can find rest and renewal. I am igniting within you a passionate zeal for life, an unyielding will to persevere, to triumph, and to never abandon your dreams. Today, you will find faith in my promises. Your soul will recognize that overcoming obstacles and challenges is not beyond your grasp. You will find victory, even in the toughest circumstances, and discover peace amid turmoil. You are capable because I am endowing you with strength, resilience, and steadfast faith to surmount any trial that seeks to defeat you. You have chosen to open your heart to me, to acknowledge me as your God and Lord. This choice is yours. The adversary may attempt to thwart your plans, but seek me in prayer at the start of your endeavors. Entrust your life entirely to me, and I will ensure you do not falter. I will shield you and ensure your success in every meaningful pursuit. Fear and doubt have left many tasks unfinished and many dreams unattained. Yet today, I grant you the wisdom to organize your life and your priorities, and the fortitude to achieve remarkable feats that will amaze even those closest to you. I am enriching your mind with my teachings, transforming your spirit and your heart. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, uncertain, or enveloped in darkness, do not hesitate to approach me. My Holy Spirit is ever prepared to assist when you call upon me in faith and align with my will on your path toward true prosperity, peace, and abundance. I will always lead you. Affirm with all your heart and soul your belief in this truth. Those who seek to undermine you will be disgraced. Those who attempt to drag you down will tumble into the traps they set for themselves. Those who oppose you, turn away from you, criticize and judge, spreading discord and hardship, are courting peril. They err gravely, for it is a fearful thing to contend with the living God. I speak this plainly, so you may remain serene, not altering your plans or hiding because of those who malign you. I have made you courageous. Now you must trust in me. I have made you strong. Live by my words. I have made you wise and insightful. Do not be cowed by those who challenge your endeavors or malign your family. I will not permit any neighbor, foe, colleague, or deceitful friend to ruin your life or seize what belongs to you. You are not a coward. I have assured you of this countless times. Yet, if you succumb to the opinions of others, you compromise your own happiness, provision, and the profound joy I have instilled within your heart. If the fear of rejection looms large, if the desire to please everyone consumes you, if a disapproving look or a harsh word wounds you deeply, hear me now. Fear no more. Place your trust in me, and victory shall be yours. Take my hand. Your adversaries have already been vanquished and rendered powerless. Though they may clamor loudly, like frogs along a riverbank, their uproar is mere noise. They hold no power to harm you, unless you choose to doubt my words and scorn my promises. If you dismiss this voice as mere imagination and lose faith in the scriptures that once fortified you, what will you then do? Let me simplify things for you. If you truly believe in me, you are already victorious and robust. But if you falter in your faith and surrender, you forfeit your victories and blessings to your foes. I yearn to protect you, to cradle you in my embrace and never release you. But you must strive daily to sustain your faith. Engage with the scriptures. Immerse yourself, if only for a few moments each day, for I seek to commune with your heart. I aim to mold you into a person of authenticity and integrity, so you need not demean yourself before the wicked or entangle yourself in falsehoods and sin to appease others. I desire for you to develop a resilient, independent character, impervious to manipulation, capable of rejecting sin and error, so that no one can compel you to act against the peace of your heart. You are the salt of the earth. You enhance the flavor of life's experiences, while others might shirk their challenges, dwelling in spiritual desolation, burdened by vices and poor habits, neglecting their mental health. You stand apart. My spirit fills your heart, and my angels lead your way. You do not regress nor linger in the past, lamenting the chains that once restrained you. Listen closely. Do you need further clarity? Your victory swells when you confront the forces and individuals that oppress your spirit. It's a daily struggle. You are amidst those who believe they have no future, who feel unloved, as I have mentioned, and who subscribe to the grim falsehood that eternity is a myth. Urge them to observe their surroundings. They deem themselves enlightened, yet they are enveloped by eternity and still fail to perceive it. My love for you is so profound that I sacrificed myself upon a painful cross, yet I triumphed mightily through the glory of the Holy Spirit, who safeguards you incessantly. That same power now resonates within your heart, affirming to your soul that it is indeed I who speak to you, the same yesterday, today, and eternally. My voice, mighty in healing, is unique and speaks directly to you. You recognize me, and in my words, you find solace. Rejoice with me, for your triumph is certain. Elevate yourself above your adversaries and embrace the challenge I set before you, knowing I am perpetually by your side. You are destined to fulfill my purpose, and your dreams will materialize. I am your Almighty God, the one who converses with you now. My glory envelops you, and you are invincible against any force. Be valiant and affirm your belief. You possess strength, wisdom, and courage, and you will prevail against all adversities. Do not surrender, especially when the world appears to crumble around you. Fear not, for I am here to shield you and battle alongside you, to the very end. Some may seek to undermine your joy, but they will not succeed. You are formidable, capable of facing any hardship. I fortify your arms and endow you with the necessary wisdom daily. Before you engage, kneel, humble your spirit, and as you encounter challenges, I will lead, clearing your path, breaking barriers, and vanquishing foes. All will be well, even in moments of fatigue. I will grant you rest, infuse you with robust health, and renew your strength, so you rise invigorated, assured of your impending victory. My mercy accompanies you always, and my love is everlasting. Daughter, receive this gift of rejuvenated love and strength I offer you today. Rest in the certainty that you will conquer this and any future challenges. I am transforming what you perceive as weaknesses into profound sources of resilience and resolve. Now, I eliminate the depression and feelings of inadequacy that hinder your recovery, the anxiety that clouds your mind with doubt and robs your rest. It's time for you to lead a life of quality. Your time for happiness has arrived. Today I grasp your hand and reveal your true strength, previously unimaginable to you. Today, as I cradle you, I demonstrate that you can achieve all those splendid dreams you've cherished. I empower you to become a warrior, victorious in every battle. You are capable, for my spirit dwells within you, and my angels accompany you. Stand with faith and bravery, for victory is on the horizon, heralding wondrous blessings. Affirm your belief. You have opened your heart to me, prayed with sincerity and faith, and I want you to know of my profound love for you. I will never let you falter. Today, I strengthen you, gifting you a heart unafraid of challenges. Rise and proceed with confidence, aware that I am present, even when unseen or unfelt. Do not be afraid. Proclaim yourself strong and victorious, even in moments of perceived weakness amid your struggles. You will inhale my divine essence, imbued with wisdom, tranquility, and clear-mindedness. I will remind you of the splendid promises etched upon your soul, enabling you to voice them boldly, causing your spiritual adversaries to scatter and vanish. I address you as my cherished child, constantly enveloped in my profound love and embrace. Yet I also speak to you as a warrior. You are neither a helpless victim nor a coward overwhelmed by fear. The words I impart fortify you, creating a protective barrier around you, empowering your arms for battle, and preparing you for the challenges ahead. Hear this directly from me. After absorbing these words, you will be transformed forever. Listen closely and see yourself as you truly are. Deeply loved, incredibly brave, undeterred by challenges, strong and unique, advancing with valor because you possess my love and power, all you need to prevail. You need not wait years, months, or even days to rise with faith and champion your joy. Today marks your day of empowerment. Heed my words, for they are the truth. I extend my hand to you, inviting you to walk with steadiness and assurance. Knock today, and I shall open the pathways. Step into a new life of joy, peace, abundance, and prosperity with determination and confidence, for I am ready to bestow these upon you. This is your assured future. No matter the complexity of your circumstances, never overlook my greatness and might. Take shelter under my protection. If turmoil besets you, lean on me and share your burdens. If overwhelm grips you, surrender your fears and anxieties to me. My grace and mercy are boundless. I love you deeply, and I am ever present to support you. You are undeniably my child. You have opened your soul to me, welcomed me into your heart, and loved me with all your might, bringing me immense joy. Therefore, you are entitled to approach me openly, with clarity and without fear. Consider how you prepare yourself for self-discipline, for I placed you in this world. I chose you even before your birth, aware of your struggles, strengths, dreams, and frailties. I harbor no anger when you err or falter. Do not flee from my presence when burdened with guilt. To whom else will you turn? To those who profess care and love yet betray you. In my presence you find genuine friendship, understanding, and abundant love. I do not seek your faults, for I am already familiar with them, nor do I await your failures to distance myself from you. Whenever you feel like distancing yourself, know that my spirit is reaching out to you. Should you try to stray from my love, I will seek you out and guide you back to the river of peace. There, you can quench your thirst with the living, refreshing waters you deeply crave. I implore you, especially in your darkest hours, remember that my love for you is profound. My strength and love are ever ready to elevate you from despair, infuse your life with purpose and joy, and rejuvenate the courage and worth you feel you've lost. Trust in me. Feel immensely loved and shielded, for this truth has always been, is now, and will forever be. In tranquility, I will fill your heart with peace, eliminating any need to worry, succumb to fear, or feel overwhelmed by challenges. Do not let anxiety take hold, nor fear cloud your decisions. If turmoil starts to obscure your clarity, I will transform every adversity into opportunity, turning your troubles into tremendous blessings. Answers are on their way. I will speak to your soul, unveil my intentions, and provide solutions to your dilemmas. It brings me joy when you reach out and pray in my presence. Listen now. I urge you to seek me, pray, and find solace in my words. When your bills mount and responsibilities weigh heavily, leaving you feeling beleaguered and solutions seem elusive, my promise offers you peace and the fortitude to persist. You will surmount all obstacles because it is my will. I hold the authority and power. At my command, your miracles will manifest. Write this down for yourself. Placing your trust in me, your God, is the best and sole remedy to the challenges of your life. Declare it loudly. I believe and trust. I will not fear or falter. I will endeavor and endure with all my might. Even when weariness overtakes you, kneel before me, your God, and I will fill you with strength. Now respond with your whole heart. Do you love me? Victory and blessings are within your grasp. I have a plan for you, and despite any opposition, it will be realized. There's no need to settle for the leftovers of others. You possess your own blessings and a heavenly Father who wraps you in his loving embrace. He heals, uplifts, enriches, and continually watches over you. Those who have wronged you will rue their actions. Those who scorned you will learn an unforgettable lesson, for to oppose you, whom I cherish, was a dire error. I will cause all your adversaries to scatter. I am clearing your path of all hurdles and disputes. So seize this moment. Do not linger in your room mourning the past, shouting fruitlessly into the void. No longer pine for the false comfort of those who have scorned and plotted against you. I hope your affection for the ungrateful does not surpass your love for me. In my presence, you will discover a life brimming with joy, surpassing anything you've previously envisioned. I have a grand purpose for your existence, carving a pathway that leads directly to your dreams. There's no need to look back. No one from your past cherishes or cares for your welfare as deeply as I do. I desire for you to feel cherished and safeguarded by a supernatural God. Material wealth, gold, silver, precious stones, holds no allure for me. What captivates me is your faith and genuineness. If you truly seek transformation, if you yearn to live fully, savor each moment, and utilize your gifts and resources to bless others, beginning with your family, and if you aspire to teach the world about love, forgiveness, and salvation, about the path, the truth, and how they can find strength to rise anew in my presence, then make this decision for yourself. Should you require assistance, I am here to offer my hand with gladness. I will permanently clear any obstacles from your path. So, do not mourn the loss of contact from those who have misled you. On the cross, I sacrificed my life so you could live freely. You were not destined for emotional bondage. No longer crave the approval or attention of false admirers. I bestow upon you the spirit of love, self-discipline, bravery, and honesty. If you encounter individuals from your past or revisit old wounds, fear not, for I am with you. I will quiet those who confront you and conquer those who deride you. Though you may face adversities, your garments, hair, and feet will remain unscathed as before. Today, in my sacred name, you will meet these challenges head-on, and through my Holy Spirit, you will triumph. Declare with faith that you believe in me and fortify your faith. Delve into my word and hold fast to my promises. They serve as your shield and sword against the trials you face. Who is by your side? The Most High God, Almighty, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, resplendent in power and authority. He endows you with the strength to triumph. Respond to me. I yearn to hear you, to sense how these words rekindle your wavering faith and reawaken your ambition to prevail. Listen closely, absorb these words, and believe them. No bad habit or vice is too great for you to overcome. The adversary holds no sway over you. You must embrace this truth. No form of witchcraft, enchantment, or spell can touch you. Though the forces of darkness may encircle you, they only pose empty threats, aiming solely to instill fear. Remember, fear is the sole barrier that can halt your progress. Remain valiant, courageous heart. I grant you my authority to transcend the conflicts that have sought to steal your peace today. Your chains are shattered. The despair that burdened you, the overpowering emotions and the harrowing memories, all conclude this day. Take my hand and let us advance together towards a future filled with success and blessings. My dear child, I come to you now with a message of renewal and transformation. As the world changes around us, so too does the divine plan I have for each of you. A time of significant change is upon us, and with it, a shift in the roles and realms you inhabit. Know this: I have placed every leader, and no throne exists without my consent. Those who elevate themselves will be humbled, for I am the Eternal, the only one who truly measures the hearts of men and administers justice. Empires built on pride will fall, and old ways of thinking will dissolve. For I am reshaping the spiritual bedrock of societies at this very moment. The upheavals you witness, the strife among nations and the shaking of old institutions, are merely the early signs of a greater glory that is to come. My kingdom will unfold in new ways, bringing order, prosperity, and righteousness like never before. Do not fear amid these changes, for I am your steadfast protector. Though the world around you may seem in disarray, your life is securely anchored in my love. You will be like a verdant garden in my presence, a place where peace flows and your soul finds nourishment. In this sacred space, your faith will deepen, grounded in my teachings, stable even as the world transforms. Others may falter in obscurity, but my Spirit will light your way, guiding you to higher understanding and greater influence. You are ready for this moment, having been refined through trials and tribulations, now fully devoted to my purpose and glory. As you move forward in these changing times, your pure intentions and loving dedication mark you for advancement in my plan to restore and heal the earth. In the midst of uncertainty and shifting circumstances, I extend my hand to guide you, entrusting you with meaningful tasks to combat injustice and alleviate suffering through acts of empathy and understanding. I invite you to unite with those who embrace a spirit of goodness and humility, to work collaboratively in mending the broken and comforting the afflicted. Your commitment to these noble causes, fueled by selflessness and love, will create impactful relationships and foster positive transformations in your communities. The time has come for you to step into your roles as co-creators of a world undergoing gradual yet profound enhancement. Those among you who remain steadfast and diligent in these tasks are essential to this period of transition, helping to forge new avenues of understanding and cooperation. Values such as compassion, justice, and integrity, once overlooked, are now essential pillars of positive change in many areas of life. These principles, previously seen as distant ideals, are now crucial and practical. Embrace your role as catalysts of beneficial change, drawing inspiration from the faithful examples set forth in my teachings. Consider Joseph, who, despite being sold into slavery and wrongfully imprisoned, ascended to a position of significant influence in Egypt. With his wisdom and integrity, he saved countless lives. Reflect on Esther, who, with immense courage and faith, approached the king to protect her people, risking her own safety. Remember Moses, whose humble leadership freed my people from bondage in Egypt, guided not by his power, but by his obedience and faith in my direction. Through these examples, see the profound impact of steadfast faith and righteous action in the world. My faithful ones, remember that my servants throughout history have faced their share of challenges, yet they remain steadfast in their faith and dedication to justice. Each of their stories shares a common thread: a readiness to step forward in faith, to accept the roles I had designed for them, and to serve as conduits for my will. As you endeavor to effect change within your own communities and areas of influence, let their courage and determination inspire you to persist with moral fortitude and unwavering trust in my guidance. My dearest, I am poised to shower you with boundless blessings as you stand resolute in the identity I have crafted for you. Know that I am with you, empowering you with the strength and wisdom of my Spirit. Do not fear the obstacles that lie ahead, for they merely serve as pathways to the greater glory awaiting you. You are meant to be a beacon of my goodness, a living testament to my love and mercy. You were created for such a time as this, to serve as a light amidst the shadows. Raise your head high, for you are adorned in righteousness and crowned with grace. Embrace the mission I have laid out for you, and advance boldly into the destiny I have decreed. With each step of faith, you will witness miracles unfold as the currents of my provision and power propel you in my redemptive work. In your journey, you will not only behold my wonders, but also partake in them. As your heart aligns with mine, you will observe nations being reshaped, societies revitalized, and the Great Commission reaching its magnificent conclusion. My sons and daughters, keep your eyes lifted and vigilant for signs of this vision manifesting in the days ahead. While the world's foundations tremble under the weight of judgment, kingdom-oriented reformers will emerge, offering compassion and assistance to the needy and the displaced. Their actions will starkly contrast with the selfish accumulation of resources by those devoid of true understanding. Indeed, corrupt and self-serving systems are doomed to collapse. But fear not, my child, for I will never abandon you. My inexhaustible stores of wisdom, insight, and heavenly treasures are yours to access, providing innovative solutions. Stay intimately connected to my spirit, continually drawing from my supernatural strength, wisdom, and discernment, so that your life may yield abundant fruit for eternity. Let humility be your safeguard and strength, for as we journey together to expand my kingdom, remember that you are enveloped in the mantle of my love and grace. This time, rich with promise and potential, summons you to transcend confusion, to cling to my heart, and to overcome every challenge, transforming daunting obstacles into triumphs. Beloved, this is your call to steward the unique blessings I have granted you. Prepare your heart in this season through deepened prayer and heightened empathy, guiding others with compassion to recognize their value and calling. Create environments of grace where lives are reshaped by the power of my love. The field of human need is vast, and as you labor in it, your soul too will flourish. Every act of selfless service plants seeds of righteousness, nurturing a future rich with hope and renewal. My dear child, the blessings you share, be it your time, your presence, or your talents, will be returned to you abundantly. As you give to others, you open a pathway for them to discover both provision and purpose. In watering the barren areas of your world, you will find that the flow of my goodness not only revitalizes the dry ground, but also replenishes your spirit to the brim. As you navigate the path I have set before you, though it may at times seem unclear or complex, trust that my hand is guiding each step you take. I will lead you through every storm and challenge, gently unveiling insights and wisdom as we journey together. When life's circumstances seem overwhelming, keep your gaze fixed on me. I will never leave your side. You are secure within my embrace, and I will steer your heart through any pain or confusion until clarity emerges. You are called to a sacred task, fueled by my profound love. My desire is to channel hope and redemption through those who are willing to serve. Never doubt the impact of a willing and humble heart. It possesses tremendous power. The resistance you face is a testament to the enemy's fear, as he recognizes the victory that your surrender enables. Continue with relentless joy, for you are more than victorious. This is no time for complacency or fear, as the days of indifferent faith, masquerading as true devotion, are over. I call you to a vibrant life of action, where my kingdom leads the charge in establishing justice and mercy as pillars of societal transformation. You have been graced freely. Extend that grace with open hands to those craving the message of joy. Measure not the significance of your mission by worldly standards of success. While some may plant, others nurture, and yet others harvest, remember that I alone determine the yield. Find peace in this assurance. Venture with me into deeper waters, unafraid of the mysteries they hold, and witness how the heavens respond, manifesting my glory through your obedience. Beloved, come closer and heed the words I, your Heavenly Father, impart to you today. I am aware of every trial and every moment of uncertainty you've endured. Fear not, for I oversee all, crafting circumstances that, while beyond your understanding, are meant for your benefit. This period has been challenging, but even in the tempest's fury, you've seen glimpses of my light, guiding you back to safety. The storms may rage, and the seas swell, hiding the haven I am preparing, yet do not be disheartened. Amid all doubts, know that my subtle guidance firmly anchors you. No turmoil is too great to overwhelm what I safeguard. In your deepest sorrows, those pains only I can fully comprehend, you have called out for relief. I have heard each plea and have been by your side, calming your troubled heart. Now the moment arrives for my long-held promises to be realized, lifting the burdens that have weighed heavily upon you. Beloved, your efforts have not been in vain, despite the adversary's deceitful whispers suggesting that the promises I made could not manifest. His most lethal tactics aim to make you forget my immutable nature. When I decree life over desolation, it isn't contingent on human arrangements or the usual courses of nature. I am the giver of life, calling into being what once lay dormant, and the hidden wonders of creation heed my voice. O you of faltering faith, remember the dominion of the heavenly realm over this fractured world. I am both the originator and the completer, and all creation adheres to my command. Fear not the grandeur of a vision that seems unattainable by earthly standards. The constraints deemed plausible by humanity cannot bind my divine essence, which exists beyond the confines of time and space. My purposes stretch far beyond what can be grasped by human understanding, achieving what lies outside the scope of mortal capability. Be encouraged, child of my domain, for no boundary can restrain the sovereign. I set the conclusion from the inception, weaving together the narrative toward its destined fulfillment in perfect timing. Trust in me, even when the path remains unclear, and we will arrive together at a moment of profound revelation. Unseen by you, I am ceaselessly orchestrating events towards the favorable end I have promised. Have faith in my benevolence when your deepest aspirations seem to perish just as they reach their fullest potential. Consider how a gardener contends with hidden pests and threats. Similarly, I am ever vigilant, silently fostering and shielding the fruits of your existence with divine affection. Nothing catches me by surprise, nor can any force disrupt the abundant yield I have planned. My angels are ever watchful, safeguarding this flourishing garden. Place your trust in my guardianship. Nothing can damage what I have protected. Today I urge you to attune your hearing to the celestial frequencies that echo above worldly disarray. Listen for my gentle whisper amid the stormy gales that seek to distract you. Close your ears to the uproar that fights for your attention, and focus on my soft, steadfast voice. Face distractions with resolve, dismissing anything that shifts your focus from my presence. Rise with me to spiritual elevations, where the clamor of the world dwindles to a faint murmur. Attune yourself to the gentle guidance emanating from the divine realm, free from the hurried and demanding pace of earthly life. Do not let the tumult and disorder of the world shape your choices. Instead, carve out moments to be still and commune with me, far from the commotion. As the Prince of Peace, I invite you to find tranquility in my presence, gaining the assurance necessary for the steps ahead. In this serene space, let your actions be directed not by external circumstances, but by the priorities of my kingdom and our deep, personal connection. My child, Cherish the plans we forge in these peaceful exchanges, for they are imbued with eternal truths that originate from the very essence of creation. Heed my counsel, which springs from a realm higher than earthly judgments, immune to the decay and confusion that pervade the world. It remains steadfast, even amidst widespread uncertainty. This guidance is like a rock, anchoring you amidst the moral upheavals of the world. The wisdom I provide is shielded from degradation and loss, unaffected by fleeting ideologies that ebb and flow. Stay focused on my immutable truths that transcend passing cultural trends. My lasting principles will guide you correctly. Resist being influenced by the ever-changing standards of society that yield under pressure. Rather, hold fast to the steadfast realities of heaven, which will empower you to maintain integrity under any circumstance. Beloved, a time of testing is upon us. You may feel daunted when challenges arise and your deep-seated beliefs in me are scrutinized, but take comfort. When darkness intensifies, my guidance becomes even more lucid, illuminating the path I have laid out for you. Be encouraged by my unwavering promises that have endured through the ages, and let my words sustain your spirit daily. My wisdom permeates many places, accessible through earnest prayer. I am always ready to offer the direction you need for the future. Stay true to fundamental principles, even as others dismiss them as antiquated. While methods and tools evolve, if you observe closely, you will notice that core truths persist, influencing every aspect of life across all times. Cling to these basic truths that do not waver, even as some may seek to alter them. The solid groundwork I have set is a constant foundation upon which you can build enduring and beautiful creations. My unchangeable nature dictates immutable moral laws that persist despite the fluctuations of time and circumstance. My child, rely on this dependable support, particularly in trying times. Adhering to my moral directives will keep you balanced and steadfast, regardless of how drastically the world transforms around you. In a world where navigational lights might falter or drift, I stand as the unchanging and brilliant beacon. I am the steadfast star that shepherds wandering souls back to safety. When you feel adrift, turn to my constant light. It will safely lead you back to my open arms. Come to me, weary traveler, and lay down your burdens for a journey uniquely designed for you, one step at a time. There's no need to hasten or fret over distant objectives. Life unfolds slowly, over an eternal expanse, not within the brief spans of earthly time. Proceed at a calm and wholesome pace, guided by divine relationships, rather than hurrying toward an unseen destination. In me, you have reached your ultimate goal, even as you journey onward towards home. Eternity is intricately woven into your everyday existence, operating in ways you might not discern, but always for your benefit. Do not judge your life merely by what appears on the surface, which may be marred by temporal wear. Instead, view your existence from the perspective of heaven, acknowledging the deliberate orchestration behind all events in your life. Dismiss any notions of randomness or futility, and concentrate on the splendid, detailed plan I have crafted for you, harmonizing all things for your good, and to manifest my glory through those committed to me. Revel in the remarkable voyage from everlasting to everlasting, propelled by my immutable purpose towards the objectives I've established. What an honor it is to be entwined with the purposes of my kingdom, empowered by my might. This awe and alignment with my plan reveal new vistas previously obscured by human constraints. Now your spirit can ascend freely, elevated by divine currents toward boundless realms of light, beauty, and truth. In this untainted kingdom, the holy visions you can explore are limitless, far surpassing earthly understanding. The seeds of eternity planted within you through rebirth long for the pristine climes of heaven, their rightful abode. So come, claim the everlasting splendors I have prepared for you, a heritage that brightens with each passing day. Cast aside trivial pursuits and embrace the higher vocation I extend to you. I have paved the path for you to tread in holy places where you can move with blessing and authority. Through my grace and mercy alone, this gift is bestowed, not earned, but freely given to those who have faith. So enter my presence with confidence, without any trepidation. I welcome you, once lost, but now found. You are no longer solitary, but a member of my kingdom, governed by my just and loving sovereignty. My life permeates yours, transforming you into a temple for the divine. Uncover your true essence, redeemed, restored, and prepared to rule in unseen domains. What was once forfeited is now reclaimed as you stand firmly on the bedrock of redemption, following the triumphant, resurrected Lord. You are my child, fortified and complete, prepared to reign alongside me. My cherished child, I recognize the longing in your heart for direction, for a pathway through the trials and uncertainties you face. Be assured, I am ever with you. The guidance and insights I provide are the keys to the abundant life I've envisioned for you, tailored uniquely to who you are, the one I lovingly crafted. However, a solid foundation is essential before the structure can rise. The land must be prepared and the cornerstone securely set. Obedience is that cornerstone. Your faithful adherence to my teachings enables me to construct a sturdy, blessed life upon your commitment. The world may honor achievements, wealth, and status, but even the mightiest leaders yield when my spirit works through a heart aligned with my will. Why do I ask for such surrender of your ambitions and desires? Because the human mind naturally gravitates towards self-interest. My thoughts soar far above, as the heavens tower over the earth, and every plan I devise fulfills my timeless purposes, often beyond human comprehension. Yet when you embrace humility and trust, setting aside your preconceptions of what is best, my transformative power is unleashed. Your readiness to follow without full understanding paves the way for miracles beyond your imagination. For you, my dear one, I envision a life marked by robust health, ample prosperity to share freely, and deep communion with me through prayer. I will guide your relationships and bless you with a ministry that reaches out and nourishes the spiritually needy. If you focus solely on me, ignoring the distractions that vie for your attention, I will make all this a reality. Each detail will unfold precisely when needed, for my timing is impeccable. Whenever you require guidance for your next step, I will be there. When new opportunities arise, I will disclose them if they align with my divine plans. Each insight you gain prepares you for further revelations yet to come. Proceed with the assurance that I have charted the course to your destiny. Obedience is the key that unlocks all doors. By honoring my commands, you pay homage to me, the lawgiver. Does not a kingdom thrive when its citizens honor their sovereign's authority? Embrace this yoke joyfully, for with me it is light and easy, as I bear the bulk of the burden. I have laid the path. You need only to follow it, trusting that I perceive far beyond your sight. As you walk alongside me, I urge you to generously distribute the wisdom and resources you acquire to those I guide to your path. Impart to them the same truths I have taught you, for the greatest human achievements are but shadows compared to the substance of a soul, fortified with a readiness to obey its Creator, the architect of infinity and the originator of all realms. Apart from me, your efforts are fleeting, but with me, your life will gather eternal wealth, treasures impervious to decay or destruction. I have chosen and shaped you, my beloved, not because you earned my grace through your own deeds. What mortal could achieve such a feat on their own? Instead, it is my profound love that delights in transforming the seemingly insignificant and frail into conduits of my splendor. This is your invitation to partake in this profound mystery. Embark on this journey of humility and trust, following my directives that will guide you to realms only I can reveal. Only I can show you what lies ahead, but remember my promise. I will elevate the soul that forsakes everything for love of me. The path that leads to emptiness is broad, filled with many who pursue mere shadows. However, drawing near to me through the narrow path of surrender offers indescribable joy. My ways might perplex the worldly order, but they alone provide a steadfast route to true peace and prosperity. Will you grasp my extended hand, cherished child? If you choose to build upon the solid foundation of obedience, rather than the unstable sands of self-reliance, as you align your steps with mine, the miraculous will emerge into view. What once seemed impossible will repeatedly stand in plain sight, overwhelming you with wonder. Indeed, there is no scale that can gauge the extent of my provision, nor any boundary that can confine my profound wisdom. Even the vast expanse of your universe, endlessly stretching into the cosmos, contains only a fraction of my infinite glory. Yet I, the high and exalted one who reigns eternally, extend myself to you in an intimate relationship through obedience. This revelation will stir a deep longing within you, a thirst only I can satisfy. Open the gates wide. Your God is here, arms laden with treasures, ready to enrich your life to its fullest. My vaults of wisdom and strategies for thriving are abundant, brimming with resources for every need and ample to share. Embrace this vow. You shall flourish under my blessings as you tread the path of trust and obedience. My precious child, the desires of your heart find their fulfillment in me. You seek direction. I offer my hand. You yearn for insights uniquely suited to your life's complexities. I deliver words specifically molded for you. The fervent passion of my love overflows in blessings bestowed upon those who steadfastly focus on me. Behold, your call is affirmed by the sacrifice of the Lamb who made the way. Cast aside every burden, every trace of your own understanding, and turn fully towards me, ready to rise higher together. Sheltered under my expansive wing, we will ascend to realms of abundant life beyond your wildest imaginings. The path of faith might appear arduous and steep, but once you reach its summits and glance back, you will behold the vast, unending riches available to those who dared to believe and took the initial steps of obedience. With me, the unattainable becomes achievable, as surely as the morning sun scatters the darkness. My promises find their truth in a faithful heart. So come reside here under the protection of my wing and witness for yourself the validity of my lavish promises. To the humble, the meek, and the frail, I grant elevation. I adorn those with willing spirits in royal garments. The paths I tenderly set before you unveil mysteries that have eluded ages. This life of complete surrender to obedience is yours to claim, beloved. You will inherit its profound riches. I grant this blessing with the full force of my eternal sovereignty. Navigate carefully the roads I lay before you, for my guiding hand moves mountains, unlocks gateways, and discloses hidden truths. My joy will inundate your spirit, rejuvenating you for the journey ahead. In the vast expanse of all that exists, here lies a wealth beyond measure, pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing, ready to fill every corner of your life. This abundance is reserved for you in the act of obedience, my child. While you are still learning and growing, remember this crucial truth. Obedience to my commands is the pathway to righteousness and prosperity. This is the road I have designed for you, the one that leads to flourishing according to my divine intention. From the very beginning, I have proclaimed that adherence to my word is the paramount strategy for life, the solid foundation on which all enduring success is built. Many of you grow impatient, awaiting direct, step-by-step guidelines for acquiring wealth or launching ventures. Yet the most vital strategy has already been laid out in my word. Observe and follow my commandments with utmost care. Among you, many pray fervently, offer sacrifices, and plant seeds of faith, expecting to reap bountiful rewards. However, I see deeper. I look into your hearts and identify the idols, the gods you unknowingly place above me. Just as Moses was dismayed by the golden calf worshipped by your forebears, so am I grieved by the modern idols in your lives. These may not take the form of golden statues, but any entity that takes precedence over me is an idol. For some, these idols are wealth, possessions, relationships, or careers. Remember, you shall have no other gods before me. It is entirely possible to display an outward devotion to me while harboring a covert rebellion in your heart. There are believers who appear to do all the right things, praying, giving, serving, but who neglect or disregard my explicit commandments found in Scripture. As a result, certain blessings remain out of reach, locked behind doors of disobedience in areas I have clearly addressed. I cannot compromise my holy standards to accommodate personal desires or agendas. If you truly wish to partake in the fullness of my promises, you must wholeheartedly embrace and follow my directives. I encourage you to immerse yourself in my word, to become deeply familiar with my heart, understanding clearly how I call you to live. While teachings from anointed leaders can provide guidance, it is your personal relationship with me, cultivated through continual time spent in my presence, that will bring you the deepest insight into my will. My beloved child, do not lose heart in the face of challenging circumstances or when your dreams seem distant. Rest assured, brighter days lie ahead as you realign your life with my desires. If you find that certain prayers seem unanswered, it may well be because I have already provided solutions through means or individuals you may not have expected or recognized. Often you may overlook these answers, anticipating that my assistance will appear in a specific form aligned with your own expectations. Be vigilant and do not miss the breakthroughs I have arranged for you. I am constantly at work on your behalf, creating divine connections and opening opportunities at just the right moments. However, you must trust in my timing and methods, which seldom align with human reasoning or expectations. While you see only a fragment of the bigger picture, I behold the entire tapestry of your life. As you walk closely with me, maintaining reverence and obedience, incredible blessings await you. These treasures, once beyond your reach, will be lavishly bestowed upon you from the storehouses of heaven. In my view, you are pure and sacred, consider the immense rewards reserved for those who diligently follow my commandments. I promise to protect you from harm and provide a life of richness and longevity, shielding you from untimely demise. You will not want, for I will ensure all your needs are met. Indeed, I plan to bless you abundantly, not just with necessities, but with more than enough, enabling you to share generously from a heart brimming with gratitude. Remember, I am the God of increase. When you use what you have wisely, I will multiply and expand every aspect of your life. You will enjoy peace and security, liberated from daily concerns over sustenance as you witness the fulfillment of my promises. Wealth and prosperity will be yours, but understand that these blessings are not dispensed indiscriminately. Your character must develop first. It is through this growth and maturity that you will be equipped to manage the wealth I have planned for you. The moment you commit wholeheartedly to prioritizing me above everything else, the transformation in your life will gain momentum, affecting every area. I am preparing your heart and mind for a dramatic surge in blessings and supernatural abundance as you more fully yield to the guidance of my Spirit. When you align with my plans rather than insisting on your own, you will experience remarkable blessings that unmistakably signal my favor. Anticipate extraordinary developments as I propel you into successful ventures beyond what you could imagine. Watch as relationships, perhaps previously inactive, bloom into profound, life-enhancing connections preordained since the dawn of time. Marvel at the miracles I will perform, unlocking doors previously sealed by adversarial forces, transforming your sorrow into joy, and infusing your life with laughter and happiness. My beloved child, a wealth of unimaginable proportions awaits those who seek me selflessly, loving me above all else. Through you, I will channel resources to restore what has been marred by sin, reinstating true justice and beauty wherever needed. I will nourish countless souls, heal the sick, liberate the oppressed, and rebuild communities devastated by violence and injustice. I have set aside this time to powerfully anoint my children to champion every righteous cause that reflects my heart of compassion. As we stand on the brink of an extensive kingdom investment across the globe, my dear one, let not your heart be troubled by anything. While the economies of the world may tremble under the strain of greed and misguided priorities, leading to increasing chaos, remember that the greed for money and power will dominate worldly systems that stand against me. However, no weapon forged against you will prevail, for I am the safeguard of those who reside within my unshakable kingdom. Therefore, I urge you to reject the mentality of this fallen age. Amid alarming news and the darkness that seems to be deepening around you, resist thoughts that provoke fear and instability. Dismiss the enemy's distorted visions of the future, which are tainted with falsehoods. My kingdom stands firm, unaffected by the shifting sands of time. My beloved, those who are citizens of my realm will not lack any good thing. You are destined to live in sheer joy, recognizing your identity as my priceless treasure. I encourage you to seek revelations from me that will open your spiritual eyes, allowing you to view every situation and challenge through the lens of heaven. My strength will endow you with a joy that no hardship can quell. Indeed, even the most severe trials will serve as springboards into deeper intimacy with me, revealing creative solutions from my kingdom that you could never have imagined. Embrace the serene peace and unwavering confidence that my grace offers. Rise above the tumult and apprehensions of modern life. As you lean into my boundless wisdom, letting go of fleeting trends and ideologies, You'll find your heart encased in stability and warmth, a sanctuary from the storm. In my presence, the shadows of anxiety and fear dissolve, for a moment with me transforms everything. Beloved, through these gentle words, discover the deeper insights and the essence of existence amidst the infinite cosmos filled with marvels beyond measure. I am ever present, lovingly steering both the majestic and the minute. Consider Solomon, who esteemed wisdom far above riches. His decision to prioritize faith and obedience over all else enriched his life in ways he never imagined. This path remains open to you, accessible not through grandiose actions, but through genuine, faith-filled steps. In your silent reflections, as you seek communion with me through prayer, I am there. My guidance unfolds like the dawn's first light, quietly brightening the horizon. Hold these moments dear, with a heart brimming with faith, aligning with the blessings I've designed for your journey. Through my Son Jesus, I offer you strength and clarity. I am here to illuminate your paths and embolden you to tread them confidently. Think of my Spirit as a devoted companion, accompanying you, helping you feel my nearness and discern my intentions. I am here to empower you, to assist you in achieving greatness, and to help you find your rightful place in this vast universe. My guidance is a beacon on your journey, piercing through any uncertainty or hesitation, directing you towards truth and righteousness. Grasp this fundamental truth. When your heart is devoted entirely to one purpose, your life will glow with a profound light. Maintain clarity in your goals and remain steadfast on the path I have laid before you. Remember, I am constantly by your side, aiding and guiding you in all facets of your life, be it your health, your relationships, your financial matters, or your spiritual growth. Those who encounter you will perceive a glimmer of my Spirit in you. Your life can become a beacon of hope, mirroring the blessings I have bestowed upon you. As you advance in wisdom and fortitude, you will gain favor in my eyes and in the eyes of your peers. I assure you of my abundant grace to achieve everything I have envisioned for you. My grace suffices for you, especially in moments of weakness, for it is then that my strength is most evident. Celebrate, knowing I always desire the best for you. When you share these truths, you help disseminate my message and blessings. Some among you urgently need to hear these words. They might be the very key they need to unlock their potential. View each act of faith and obedience not just as a formal exchange, but as a heartfelt trust in my divine intentions. When giving, let it be a reflection of your heart's alignment with my purposes, not merely a matter of amount. Have faith in my timing, for I am a God of precision. Within the minute details of time, in the nuances of seasons and cycles, my influence is manifest. Trust the directions I provide, for in your adherence my divine designs are fulfilled. My beloved child, open your hearts and minds to fully receive my boundless love. I see many of you moving through life feeling incomplete, longing for a love that only I can truly provide. It's not just about seeking my love. You must also embrace the sacred art of receiving it. Just as a flower turns towards the sun to thrive, you too must turn towards me to flourish in my divine affection. Faith is the foundation of this journey. Believe with all your heart that my love for you is endless and unwavering, surpassing anything you can imagine. This belief is not something that happens by chance. It requires dedication and practice. Train your mind to trust in my promises, to draw near to me with the confidence that comes from knowing I am always with you. Let your faith be the anchor that holds you steady through every storm. Be aware of the deceitful whispers that try to cloud your heart. The enemy seeks to plant doubts and make you question my unconditional love for you. Do not let these lies take root in your mind. Stand firm against them with the truth of my love. When doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself of who I am and the infinite love I have for you. By resisting these deceptions, you strengthen your faith and allow my light to shine brightly within you. Come closer to me, and you will feel my presence surrounding you like a warm, comforting embrace. I am always near, enveloping you in rays of my golden light, providing warmth and guidance. Every thought and every desire of yours are known to me, for I am always watching over you with love and care. There is nothing you can hide from me, and nothing you need to fear when you walk with me. Walk with me in love and devotion, taking each step with reverence and joy. I long to be not only your Creator and Lord, but also your closest friend. You have the incredible capacity to know me in both these roles simultaneously. Use your mind and heart to connect with me deeply, cherishing both our friendship and the respect you have for my sovereignty. Your mind is a magnificent creation, designed to understand and connect with me. Use it to seek my presence, to listen to my voice through my teachings and the beauty of creation around you. Embrace the wisdom I offer and let it guide you through every decision and challenge. By doing so, you align yourself with my purpose and open the door to endless possibilities. Every moment of your life is an opportunity to grow closer to me. Whether you are in quiet reflection, engaging in meaningful conversations, or simply enjoying the beauty of the world, I am communicating with you. Let the wonders around you inspire awe and gratitude, drawing you ever closer to my heart. Embrace each experience as a chance to learn and to deepen your relationship with me. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, crafted with intention and purpose. Embrace your uniqueness, knowing that every part of you is designed with care and love. Your life has immense value and significance in my grand design. Celebrate who you are and recognize the incredible potential within you to make a positive impact in the world. As you grow in wisdom and strength, you will experience my favor both in my eyes and in the eyes of others. Trust in the path I have laid out for you, even when it seems challenging or uncertain. Believe that I am guiding you every step of the way, leading you towards a future filled with hope and fulfillment. My plans for you are perfect, and I am always working for your good. Share my love and these truths with others, for in doing so you become a beacon of my light and an instrument of my peace. Your story and your testimony can inspire others to seek me and discover the same love and purpose that you have found. Be generous with your kindness, your compassion, and your faith, knowing that every act of love reflects my presence within you. Walk confidently in the knowledge that I am with you always, guiding you with my everlasting love. Embrace the art of receiving, guard against deception, and let your life shine with the glory and goodness I have bestowed upon you. Together, we will navigate this vast universe, filled with countless stars and wonders, as you fulfill the purpose I have lovingly designed for you. Remember, my dear child, that you are never alone. I am here to support you, to uplift you, and to fill your life with love and joy. Trust in me, lean on my strength, and let my love be the foundation upon which you build your life. With each step you take towards me, you move closer to the abundant life I have prepared for you. Believe in the power of my love. Let it transform you from the inside out, and watch as your life becomes a beautiful testament to my grace and mercy. You are cherished beyond measure, and I am honored to walk this journey with you every step of the way. Amen.